differences between those chances for those 5, but everybody but VKS, I think, has a shot to contend, and that's what makes me excited. And man, Axman, we could get an El Clasico best of 5 in the first round of upper bracket potentially. We might see INTZ and Pain. That would be incredible. We're into Champions Select, though, ladies and gentlemen, for our 3rd game of the day, and INTZ going for that first pick rel that so many teams are prizing here in Champions Select. Loud responding, getting that early pick for Croc on that Sejuani.
Yeah, Croc is quickly Sejuani here. No carry potential for him today. So that early game is important. Maybe a big level 3 gank from could change things around. Would love to see Yampy on this rel. I think that would be so much fun for him. So much playmaking potential. For a guy that's known for making plays, known for going for those big dives on game 1 that Furrier were making with the rel jungle. Love to see Yampy on that personally. Both Zaya and Kaiser are banned out here. And we're going to have to see some new AD carry talent. Tristana banned out there too. Will be Vi for Yampy.
Yeah, it will be the Vi, and that means that the rel is going to go to somebody who I think has a strong argument to be possibly the best rel player in Brazil, and that is Nia. And I love that Axman today we've really gotten to look at 2 incredible rel games in 2 different positions, but back-to-back very stellar support performances. Zai on the Pike in game 1, Pro Delta showing off big-time earning MVP honors on the rel last game for Pain, and now Nia gonna get an opportunity here to do the same for INTZ. He has been incredible as of late. This has been one of the picks he has been performing on big time. We'll keep an eye on it here. ZZK is going to get the rumble in the top lane. He has been bringing out carries left and right this split. He'll be doing it again here against Loud. And Loud responds with the Sivir that is cropping up a little bit more here over the last week and a half. 3 picks, 2 wins for it, and it's going to go to Root this game.
Yeah, I don't know if Sivir necessarily has what it takes here. Jake's going to get banned away. Noceris not getting that one. Cassiopeia is still left up on the table for Noceris. Potentially pick this one up in the second half of the draft. I'm expecting this last red ban has got a cast, though.
Certainly has been a very good kind of pocket pick. Noceris really the only player really playing it with any sort of consistency this split. It is going to be Varus there taking away. So heavy focus to marksman, 4 taken off the board in bans alone. Of course, the 5th being that Sivir picked away by Loud. Important to note that the last time these 2 teams played back in week 4, pretty solid victory for Loud, 21-12 in kills, winning in 32 minutes. But Noceris was actually a very solid showing in that game, not lighting the world on fire, but a 2-1-9 performance on Ahri, really keeping things stable for INTZ. We'll see if he can do that here this time around, as he might get that Ahri once again. Out thinking about that Jax pick for Robo top lane. It smells like quadra kills are in the air in the CBLOL studio, and maybe we're going to see it here once again.
He's got more than a few under his belt, and they are in the Jax, so. But those quadra kills are into Liberty Academy. Don't know if Robo can do the same thing to INTZ. I think that might be a little bit different of a level here. Noceris going to be locked in on Ahri. Now just looking for an AD carry for Ninja Kiwi. Who's he going to lock in with? Rel? If Valios is up? Callista Rel. Could be the pick. They're going to hover another couple more. Oh, Zeri would be fun, man. Wouldn't it be fun to get Ninja Kiwi back on Zeri? Wow, the Jinx actually locked in. I really thought it was going to be the Callista there.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking for the Callista, especially because we got to see it last week, right? Raven picked it up.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work out for them in that game, but I don't know that the Callista was necessarily the problem. Their opponents did do a good job of getting Raven behind early on, and that is, of course, a struggle for that Callista pick. But now, you know, we talk about that mid-late game insurance and Ninja Kiwi being that big carry for INTZ in that stage of the game. Well, grabbing a Jinx, that is that late game insurance.
Did you say Slock Swain?
Yeah.
Is that what just happened?
That is a Swain, and that is a staple Tinones pick right there, folks. There is your champion select. Tinones going back to some comfort there with the Swain. This is going to be a fun one, Axe.
It really is. So we watched back-to-back games of huge Rel performances. Both of those games, Rel had one very important thing. That's a big team fight ultimate. Big radial one from Nico, right? And there's no Nico in this game. You just got more pick from Ari and more multi-kill from Ari and Jinx here too. So a different team composition for INTZ. Of course, you still have the equalizer up in the top lane, a little bit similar to the Cannon pick with that big AoE ultimate. But yeah, just missing something a little bit different this go around. We're Nico make it through this whole draft. Of course, Tinone's going to lock in the Swain. That could have been the Nico there. And Tinone's well known for that Swain, so perhaps showing us something a little bit different.
Rude, a battle between two teams contending, trying to lock in that spot in the top four as we come out of Champions so I can get ready to hit the Rift. Where do you stand on this matchup?
Okay, now where I stand is very valid, but more importantly, we need to ping Solari. Somebody has to get her in the chat, on Twitter. This is her favourite champion, by far her most played pick. It's niche enough for us to be recognising this, and I know that when she was first debuting, she's got so excited by her Swain Hover, about that it's now being locked in. Can we make her happy? And it's nice to see Tinone's giving a little bit of a welcome to our freshest face on a CBLOL English broadcast. All that said and done, a battle for the top four, INTZ and Loud go head to head.
You heard it here first, folks. Swain is to Solari, as Skarner is to our good friend Captain Flowers, and the Swain locked in for Tinones here in Game 3 of the day. These two teams separated by one game in the standings, and both of these squads trying to lock up that spot in the top four, get that extra life in the playoffs, and avoid starting in the lower bracket, because of course those two just start in the lower bracket. One will be done after their first best of 5. Ninja Kiwi getting chased all the way under tower. So much damage, flashes away. Root flashes under tower. It takes him down.
Come on, man. Not like this. Root's going to start off the game with the first blood, and that makes this lane so much harder for Ninja Kiwi and Nia.
Good
Holy cow.
luck.
I mean, you walk back into this lane. What's he going to what's he even get? Does he get a longsword?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to hurt, man. Oh, that's really going to hurt. Yeah, okay. Lane very difficult, and of course the Ambi is trying to play for these early ganks as well, and gets that much harder having to gank this ramped up Sivir. Sivir does not have any summoner spells though, and that does make things a little bit better. A huge pickup for Loud to start off the game. We get the replay coming through for you here. As soon as you hit the rockets and get hit by that first Q, I think you have to know it's over for you. Root gonna hit the Ghost. Ninja Kiwi does not have Ghost, and of course there's no CC on the Sivir for Ninja Kiwi to cleanse, so effectively just doesn't have a second summoner spell, and that's just enough for Root to capitalize.
Yeah, definitely a little greedy there by Ninja Kiwi. Definitely seemed like he was really trying to hold on to that flash, but as soon as that second Boomerang Blade came out, he needed to flash that damage, because, I mean, the Q almost killed him in and of itself. Root almost didn't have to even flash under tower to finish that one off. So that one's going to sting for Ninja Kiwi. But, of course, important to note, this Jinx, not about the laning phase. It is about the team fights. It is about the late game. But certainly not going to do Ninja Kiwi any favors having Root in lane with a longsword and an extra pot on top of that Doran's Blade start. So great start here for Loud. Everything, though, pretty ho-hum through the first couple of minutes, other than that little squabble between our bot laners. But Yampi is going to get spotted out here by Croc. A little slower clear onto those buffs as Ninja Kiwi going to get engaged on. He'll hit the cleanse to get rid of that ignite. Boomerang Blade comes through, so much damage, but Nia doing a good job of locking down that Sivir and keeping Ninja Kiwi alive. Croc forced the flash away here as Nosferatu gets up into that river with that invade from the Loud jungler. Very aggressive posturing here from Loud to start this game. Whoa, Robo! He gets caught by the tower shot. The flame spitter hits CZK with the solo kill. Meanwhile, back in the bottom lane.
Wait, Nia!
Okay, hey, Nia learned from Ninja Kiwi's mistakes. Didn't allow Root to get the full damage on that Boomerang Blade. Flashes away. barely survives.
Holy cow, 2 close fights back to back. Robo go down though. Here's a replay for you. I'm not sure which fight's gonna be a replay of. Okay, upside. Robo laid low by the flames here from ZZK. We talked the carry potential of this guy going into the game, but it's just borne out in vivid detail for you on your screen. ZZK takes down Robo without losing too much health whatsoever. Robo gonna take a free turret shot, not looking good top lane at all. He scales a little bit, but I mean, ZZK is going to be so dangerous in this mid game, so.
You want to talk about, you know, all pro voting and guys are kind of in the conversation in different positions.
He's going to die again.
There's 3 guys in the conversation, at least in mine, in the top lane. It's Weiser, it's F&B, and it's that man on your screen right there, ZZK. He has had a wonderful split here. And he has had a wonderful start here against one of the best there is in Brazil. Looks like the back is going to come through from Yampi. That's really unfortunate at the timing for ZZK because Croc gets right up here, and they are going to punish this Rumble, get a kill back here for Robo. He almost trades back, though. Very important to point out that Robo was down to 100 health there. One more Flame Spitter. ZZK trades 1 for 1 there, but that is loud, getting 1 back.
Still a misplayed positioning, I think. Nothing too much to worry about. But good on Croc for capitalizing, being in the correct position. I think that's a rare mark of a solid gank there. We'll fight.
A little bit of action in the bottom lane as Sales will dash back to safety and root, knowing that there is no flash up here on Nia. We'll get a little bit more damage with that Boomerang Blade, and things will settle back down even in CS, essentially. But that 1 kill separation definitely doing Root a ton of favors in this lane.
Yeah. No, it 100% is. And nice little pick topside, brings Robo back in his striking distance. He's got the Sheen now, which kind of stabilizes him in lane there too. And critically as well, he does have teleport advantage over ZZK for the entirety of this game. So going to be using that to move around the map a little bit more and helping out his team get the objectives down. That'll really help him late game there too. It's going to be important. Meanwhile, you know, ZZK just has to walk anywhere he has to go, and going to make it that much harder to get the equalizers where they need to be.
Now, I want to talk about this Vi pick, especially where in the draft we saw it, because we already knew the Sivir was coming out as Tinones. Caught out here just a little bit, and it is Yampi starting things off with the ultimate and the sustain from this Swain.
Holy Tinones, man.
Tinones, no worse for way after that one. But never mind, I can't ask my question. Nijikiwi and Nia are in trouble in the bottom lane. Good initial stun to maybe buy a little bit of time. Flash away from Nijikiwi as well as the cleanse, but not nearly enough there. Seos gets out, Root takes a tower shot. Nia stuck under tower for the time being. We'll start the recall. Good dive from Loud, well executed.
Dan, sorry, yes, I know you have a point to make, but I just want to say really quickly, this is not a Jinx comp whatsoever. There's no Ornn, there's no support for the Jinx in any conceivable way. Nobody's shielding the Jinx. Nijikiwi really did have to have like a banner early game for this to work out whatsoever, and he has not. He's absolutely far behind. I think there's some comeback mechanics with Jinx. If you get excited, you start doing a lot of damage no matter how far behind you are, but you're not going to see that 2-3 item spike from the Jinx anytime soon. That does kind of push Nijikiwi outside carry potential. Fortunately, INTZ have a lot of weapons, but you know, one of their weapons taken off the table.
Equalizer dropped here by ZZK, but Seos in the back pocket of Robo here. There's no way this Rumble gets out alive. It looks like Seos might pick up the kill, but the scrap shield could be enough to keep him alive. The Tinones from the mid lane that picks it up as in the bot lane. Nijikiwi taken out. This one is gonna sting, folks. 8 minutes in, INTZ getting picked apart.
Loud really looking like the international representatives for CBLOL the last 2 splits so far, EA. So they're playing as a team, they're making cross-map plays, they're playing effectively with the kits they have built into their champions, and I think that this is a really encouraging day for Loud if they can take down INTZ, who are hot on their heels, right? They're up there in the standings, they're both contending for top 4 right now, and they are absolutely dominating INTZ across the Rift.
The question I wanted to pose to you is, this Vi was picked after INTZ saw the Sivir. Correct?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it wasn't. Never mind. The Sivir was the counter pick in because Sivir was R3. So it switches up my point a little bit. Less that the Vi is not a great pick into the Sivir. It's more that the Sivir is a great counter pick because Vi's ultimate, one of the most telegraphed crowd control abilities in the game. Very easy for that spell shield to cut through. Is a lot of engage coming through onto Tino. Tons of damage, and he is likely to go down, but he's somehow sustaining through all of this. Ninja Kiwi, though, is excited, is able to get the kill. Now they're going to turn to the sales. It's a double kill there for Ninja Kiwi, and now he's looking for more. The trotch out Robo here in the mid lane. He will be able to leap strike away to safety. That is some much needed gold on a big carry for INTZ.
Yeah, I don't know if Ninja Kiwi is back after this play, but that's a miraculous jump in goal for the Jinx, and they're going to pick up this Rift here. They'll try to anyway off the back of this play and get even more gold stacked into their team. INTZ with signs of life.
Crocker Robo want to contest here. Equalizer is going to come through. Nia in big trouble, but a good stun there onto Robo means that Nia can likely get out here. ZZ going to retreat to the safety of the top lane, but important to note, Croc, yes, did steal the Rift Herald, got that smite off, picks up the Eye of the Herald, so I mean, that's a win for Loud.
Yeah, really tough for him, right? And very valuable play for Croc to be making here. The health bars were not all there for INTZ on that play, but they were here for this one. Talked about that Vi pick for Yampy. It comes through in spades here. Tino's is able to survive for quite a while, but does not weather the storm at the end of the day. Does take INTZ very low. They had to spend a lot of resources to kill him, but Pay Sword in spades, that double kill on Ninja Kiwi, maybe a little bit of light for this team.
And now Yampy in the back pocket here as Robo's going to go for the engage. Beautifully timed knockup from Yampy. CCK picks up the kill. What a bait from INTZ's topside. Nia, while caught down here near this red buff, is going to be able to get away though.
Finally saw a play there from Yampy. Good pickup for him. Sails deep in enemy territory, but he should be safe.
Grand entrance away. Likely has Battle Dance available. Croc in the river. He's just fine.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Ninja Kiwi looking for that kill, though. Ninja Kiwi's still way down in CS, so not quite back on par with Root just yet. Still looking to get that call procced as well. And they're going to play for this dragon now. I don't know if INTZ have the power to do it, but they are positioning like they do, or they think they do anyway.
Yeah, and important to note that Root is stronger right now, has that Kraken Slayer online. Ninja Kiwi yet to complete that first item here, so the Sivir very effective at this point in the game.
Wow.
But Robo is just going to get burned alive. The Flame Spitter, just, you want to talk about melting a health bar. ZZK just did right there.
What was that? Holy cow, Yeso, that was wild. I mean, he doesn't have an item yet. How's he burning Robo like that? That's incredible, man. I don't think I've ever seen damage like that come out of a Rumble. He literally just ran him down. And now it'll be allowed onto the Dragon, trying to fill that vacuum left.
This is going to be going over the wall. Yampy is going to get caught. The smite will come through for Croc. And Yampy has been taken down. Ninja Kiwi late to the party here. DZK has arrived. Equalizer is available, but it looks like Loud is going to be able to get out of trouble. And that'll be a second Drake here for Loud. Will be Ocean Soul this time around. And of course, Loud with a good head start on picking that up. Axeman for me, top lane, that was just... Yeah, that's why Rumbles love Sork shoes and why they rush them so much. That flat pen, so effective with that Flame Spitter in those early fights, and Robo just disappeared.
Yeah, just shredded right through him, right? Not even a close fight whatsoever. It's got to be the 2v2 if Loud want to win anything around the top side, or the 3v1. A little bit of a goon squad marching through the top lane right now. ZZK does not know.
Yeah, he's sniffing something, though, with how confident Robo is stepping forward. ZZK standing here going, hey, I know I just absolutely clapped your cheeks
He still
in
doesn't
the
know,
1v1.
right?
he has to smell it, right? He walks up, nope, he doesn't. He's gonna get CZ thrown in the bounce house and taken down. It's another kill for Robo. Shut down gold for this Jax as the Eye of the Herald popped in the top lane. He's gonna pick up some tower plays here, but INTZ here with the response. Ultimate there from the bot. Try to lock Robo under this tower. Nocerus has arrived, but not a lot of damage here. Onto this Loud side is a super mega death rocket. Will miss. Teleport on its way. Flash away from Yapi to get away from Seos. Maybe they're looking to lock down Tinones here, but they won't be able to allow to get in. They get the charge. They get out.
INTZ will get some work done in the mid lane. He's been missing CS for a while now, and this helped him catch up just a little bit, but not quite enough to catch Root. And yeah, kind of disaster topside for INTZ. ZZK hit by a Mondo gang. That's a nightmare, Yeso. 1v3 topside, and your team's not able to avenge you either. Loud are going to take control of the lead here.
Yes, they are. You know, to be clear, if you missed the first 14.5 minutes of this game, Loud have been in lead from frame one. We got a level 1 1v1 between the Jinx and the Sivir that Root ended up winning while forcing Ninja Kiwi's flash. And things continued worse down there as they bullied this Jinx. Ninja Kiwi was able to get a double kill to close that gap just a little bit, but Root has been the richest member on quite a while. ZZK, though, has been that shining light for INTZ in this game, punishing Robo in a lot of fights. As Yampi is going to get down to this bottom lane. Croc has arrived once more, flash away from ZZK. Does get away from the Counter-Strike and now throws down the equalizer. Nia just a little too late here to assist in this fight. Loud will get out.
It'll get out for the time being. Main lead of theirs. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, there's a pretty long range, so I'm not expecting like too much in the way of kill threat. Just keep in mind you have Yampy with that big ultimate that'll have to be spell shielded by Root if they do decide all in onto the Sivir. Largely, I think it'll be pretty safe in the mid lane here. You'll just see some waiting it out until the objectives spawn, and then we should see big fights over those neutral objectives. Riftfield going down now topside.
This would be really good for INTZ. Unfortunately, Loud do get that first tower gold and a nice little boost for Robo, picking up some extra gold here. And INTZ are just looking to keep things close. They know they have this little bit of late game insurance. It's not going to be easy. You want to talk about execution, and you mentioned their composition earlier, Axeman. It's going to be hard, but you can do it here. ZZK is just going to get dove. He steps just a little too far forward. Croc is nearby. Does take a tower shot. Goes pretty low. That super mega death rocket doing some work, but nobody on INTZ close enough to capitalize. Loud will escape with their lives.
Yeah, this little ZZK Robo matchup is highly volatile. As long as Robo isn't alone, they can make things happen. Loud can make things happen in that role, but yeah, it seems like he always has Croc in the back pocket, which is a perfect place for Croc to be honest.
Yeah.
If all he does is help Robo in these 1v1s and steal away those smites, I think Croc will have more than done his job.
Said one, he just handed off Bristle's, leash, bridle to Robo. So Robo's running around just leading Bristle wherever he goes. Says, come over here. Please throw a glacial prison at that guy. We're going to kill him. Keep me alive. I don't like being alone with ZZK. It's very scary.
Yeah, really.
And it's working out. Whenever Croc is around, things go well for Robo. Rift dropped in the mid lane, and this is going to give INTZ early access to the bot side of River as that Herald will charge and hit that mid lane tier 1. ZZK going to be looking for a big equalizer here. Engage is going to come through, and there it is, laying it down right on Root's head. He and Samus are going to have to back away, but a lot of damage here onto Yampi as Robo's going to take him down. Nia likely soon to follow. He and ZZK a little too deep. That's a killing spree for Root. No way, Ninja Kiwi. You cannot escape. It's a double kill for the Sivir. Robo picks up one of his own, and a huge fight for Loud.
Yeah, we got the full ace here at 18 minutes, full control of this game for the 5K gold lead. The damage is coming out of Root, but also it's coming out of Robo, and that is a good look for Loud. We haven't seen Loud look like this in a while. We've seen Loud get carried by a few of their members, have big performances from one or another, but a full court press like this, haven't seen it all split. Beautiful look from Loud and into a team that they're actively competitive with.
It all starts with that Rift Herald charge, and it gives INTZ early access here, but the damage and the crowd control on Inoceros just eliminates this Ahri so quickly, and then it all goes wrong afterwards.
Yeah, Tinones narrowly escapes here as well. A lot of the resources that INTZ are putting in these fights are getting dropped on Tinones, and it's not the worst strategy, right? I mean, trying to kill the Swain at the top of a fight really eliminates a lot of damage output from Loud. It's just fortunate there's so many weapons on Loud right now. The damage from Robo, the damage from Root, that strategy is not working. They're also critically not killing Swain in all these fights. This is the first time Tinones has lived through a fight, and yeah, INTZ get nothing out of it. All of them die.
The reason I talk about, thinking there are 5 teams that can contend is because it feels like there's so many teams that they have a good matchup with one or two of the squads at the top 5. You think about Fluxu has had Loud's number this year, and they've also been really good against Red this split. Well, INTZ has impressive against Pain, and also against Fluxu. Right? Red has been the best team all split long. Have only lost 3 games. There's so many good matchups here, and it's why you may think Red may be the best team of those 5. There's so many teams that can make things happen. It's that's going to be engaged. ZZ Yampi going to get locked up. Beautiful equalizer there, but it's too little too late here. Ibo's going to get the flash. Double counter-striking. Guess what? Have another ace, folks. Loud turn to Baron.
Easily a pentakill for either Robo or Root. It's just they're both dealing so much damage at the same time. It'll be a trip double for either one. Now they're on to the Baron. They'll take it down quickly just past the 20-minute mark. So take the reset back on the Rift with a massive lead. And for another power play, INTZ looking doomed and Loud looking the best we've seen them in a very long time.
Start to feel like Jax is this splits Olaf for Robo. You just can't let him have it. You've got to ban it. He's disgusting on the pick. INTZ are looking to engage here, contesting at the Drake, but Robo gets onto ZZK early.
Yeah, he certainly does. That equalizer looked like it might have equalized things a little bit. Nice to drop it into a corridor like that. Really hit it on multiple targets, but it just doesn't deal enough damage at this point, and just a little bit too big of health bars on the side of Loud. So it's not going to do very much equalizing at all. I think that's what we're going to see for the rest of this game. The gold lead is just too big for Loud. They're not going to die to the big equalizers. Not enough damage packed on the ZZK.
All right, I'm going to give you the toughest task I can think of, X-Man.
Go for it.
I need you to sell me on... Hold on, as ZZK is likely going to go down here. Scrap shield and flash, not enough to get him to safety. As he's going to lock down Krog, but it's not going to be enough there. Ultimate from Yampi just to get him to the safety of his own tower. Big engage there from me and locks down a few.
Whoa.
But going gold is Robot. He's able to strike out to safety. Seos with the grand entrance to try and finish off Ninja Kiwi. That'll be enough there. And Seos is going to have the battle dance to get back over the wall whenever he so chooses. His Root will continue to push in this bottom lane. Baron buff minions. Axeman, sell me on why INTZ are going to bring this back and win this game.
I figured you were going to ask me that, and then INTZ lost both their in-hit turrets, and it got like so much harder.
It was such a bad case to make 45 seconds ago, and it's only gotten worse.
Yeah, it's like exponentially worse now. Well, let's see. They don't have any dragons. They don't have any barons. They don't have any Rift Heralds. No, they don't have any items. I guess Jinx is on a 2-item spike right now. That could be something potentially for them. And I think that is really your answer. It's just got to be a huge multi-kill from RU Jinx combination. I think that's really what it always had to be for this team without ZZK. And they certainly don't have ZZK now. The Rumble is just too far behind. And that'll be your answer. It's got to be the pentakill from Ninja Kiwi. And that's a tall order at this stage.
Put a number on it, percentage-wise. Are we single digits?
2%.
2%. There you go. Equalizer comes through, but ZK has been absolutely just taken out before he can even get anything done. A lot worse for wear, despite that flaming pillar just dropped on their heads. And they will be able to get back to their fountain to heal up, but it's not going to do them much good. Here is Loud running roughshod over their base. Nia trying to get a little bit of a stun there, but it isn't going to slow down the push. 2 inhibitors down. Loud going to circle back, regroup. Drake is up. It is Ocean Soul. If you thought it was hard to kill him before, Axeman, about to get worse.
Yeah, it's about to get a lot worse, and I think this opens up a really big question about Rel and Rel's role in the game right now. Nia getting picked out. Even as I say that, I don't think Rel is so powerful that you can compare it with Jinx, or not compare, put it with Jinx. I definitely don't think you could play Jinx in a composition that holistically does not support the Jinx whatsoever. Yeah, this is a super tough draft from INTZ. I think they had the tools that they could maybe have won with, but could have gotten a much better draft out of them. Meanwhile, on the side of Loud, I mean, who didn't get their main champion? Who was given the opportunity to fully carry in this game? It's a full court press. Everybody is succeeding so much on this Loud roster, and they're making cross-map plays. They're making big trades across the map. The objective control obviously has been there from them since minute 1. They get first blood. They get essentially everything that they could ask for, and definitely looking like CBLOL champions.
To this point in this game, Root is a combined 17, 3, and 12 against INTZ this split. 10 owns for you in case you're curious. 11, 2, and 14. Both of them have been dynamite for Loud against INTZ, and if these two teams somehow face off in a best of 5, those two likely going to make some magic happen. Though, of course, Robo, a big part of what Loud has been getting done in this game. That's going to be the final Tier 2 tower falling for INTZ. Loud looking for a 3rd inhibitor. Robo keeping INTZ on. It's making them respect this Jax in the mid lane, who's looking to threaten some structures of his own. ZZK going to have to belt away, as that's going to be the equalizer coming through. It's burning 10 oats, but it's likely not nearly enough, as Inosfer is going to get taken down. Big lockdown there for Nia to try and reset this fight, but he's going to get taken out. ZZK is going to fall. The Ahri lives, but not for long. It's another ace, a triple kill for Root, and Loud will pick up their 12th win on the split. They're looking to lock in top 4, and man, that's 5 games in a row for your defending champions.
Root looks so